Hello everyone, Blaze here, and welcome to what will be a complete pickups video for the month of May 2015. First up here we have Hellsing Ultimate Part 3, Episodes 9 and 10. This is obviously the OVA retelling of the original series, I guess, and probably a manga maybe? I can't remember if there's a manga for this, there might be. But yeah, basically the vampire series. Yeah, and Funimation finally put out the final part last year. I've been meaning to pick it up for a while. I haven't watched the previous 8 episodes yet that I already have in the limited edition box from a few years back now, a couple of years ago I think. And yeah, I'm really happy to pick this up. As you know, I've mentioned before, I'm quite a fan of vampire stories, but I didn't enjoy the original Hellsing series. I thought it, like, other than Crispin Freeman's performance in the English dub, which I thought was really good, I thought the show itself, dub, wasn't really that great apart from Crispin Freeman. And the series itself wasn't really that great. It seemed a bit cheap. So I'm really hoping. I've heard really good things about this remake. I'm really glad they decided to remake it. So I am looking forward to watching it. Obviously, it's 10 episodes, sorry, that are 50 minutes each. So essentially 20 episodes from what we're used to. And yeah, it's just a shame that Funimation lack complete foresight and didn't make the art box hold all 3 volumes like a smart person would have done, basically. But yeah, happy to have it. Next up we have Patlabor The Movie on Blu Ray. This is the latest Patlabor release. If you follow my solicitation videos, obviously this is the first of the 3 movies that Made in Japan are going to be bringing out, and then that'll be all the Patlabor out on Blu Ray, which is really awesome. I watched this movie for the first time when I got it, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good movie. I really love the animation. I love seeing this show. Obviously I've watched the whole TV series and the OVA, etc. So seeing this show, all these characters, I guess, in widescreen and with this sort of budget, like animation budget behind it, was really good. It keeps the feel of the show. It's quite a laid-back movie. There isn't a ton of action. It's a light thriller, shall I say? But honestly, I don't think I would recommend it for first timers. I mean, yes, it's a movie, but I think first timers coming into Patlabor would be better off going with the early days OVA, which is incidentally the first ever Patlabor animated entry. And I feel that's probably the best way to get into the series, because it's short, but also it reflects the show a lot better than I think this movie does. I really like the movie as a companion to everything else, but as a standalone, I'm not sure it's the greatest. So yeah. Next is I think it's called Lagrange. That's the Flower of Rinni. I think I don't know how to say this one. I haven't seen it yet. This is the Viz Media 2-part Blu-ray release for season 1 and season 2 of this show. It's a mecha series. It's supposed to have some comedy elements in it as well, and maybe some slight ecchi. I can't remember, but I wasn't initially that wanting to buy this show, but the art style is a head turner for me. The art style and just the color palette in general really reminds me of Eureka 7, and similarly with the mecha design, looks a bit like the Nirvash, and just that whole. I love Eureka 7, so when I saw this show looking just a little bit like it, I said, you know what, I'm totally going to get this, especially when I was able to get both volumes for essentially for the price of one. I got them on a buy one get one free type sale, 50% off on one of them, so basically buy one get one free. So yeah, it was really a great price, and yeah, really, yeah, I'm happy to have it. I hope it's good. Like, if anyone's watched it, feel free to tell me a little bit about it, obviously without spoiling. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it. I think I'll like it. I hope I like it. Next, we have the Asylum Session. Now, this is the Comics Wave movie. It's in CG. That Sentai Filmworks put out, and they put it out on subtitle only DVD. I remember, I think it got an initial solicitation for Blu Ray or something, and then they like retracted it and only put it out on DVD. I can't remember if that's correct or not. I just seem to remember that. I remember having quite a bit of interest in this when they announced it, and then completely forgot about it. And like, you can buy this dirt cheap secondhand, as I did. I literally got it for $1.50. It comes in this really nice crimson case. Like, this is a bit unique for Sentai, especially at the time that this was released. But yeah, I'm not sure what it's going to be like. It's only 50 minutes long, so it's not very long. I have liked a lot of the Comics Wave stuff. I like the Kukuran Boku, or whatever it is, the hide and seek CG short, which is like 37 minutes or something. This one only runs 13 minutes longer. So yeah, I mean, they're normally an experimental type studio, so yeah, it should be interesting, I guess. Next is Kabuki Unbalanced. This is a long overdue pickup, but not really for the show, but more for what's included. Obviously, this is the 24 episode series, I think it is, but each episode is only like 12 minutes. So, but I believe it's, yeah, I believe that's the running time. But yeah, it's the show in Genshiken that the characters watch, which is meant to be a parody of the sort of shitty shows that otakus like get really into. And then they took that joke and made it real by making a show based on the joke that all otakus watch shitty shows, so let's make a shitty show. It seems bizarre to me, but that's what they did back in the day. Instead of making another Genshiken, they made this. But the main reason I wanted to get this is because unless you buy the complete Season 1 and Season 2 plus OVA set that Media Blast has put out for Genshiken, I obviously have the 2 art box seasons for Genshiken, that the only way to get the OVA then is to buy the Kabuki Unbalanced set, because each volume had one of the 3 episodes of the Genshiken OVA. I was able to get the light box edition. This is quite hard to find. I was able to, I think I got this from Rob's Anime Corner store. It's like the first thing I'd ever bought from them. Or did I? No, actually, no, I didn't. That's where I got Phoenix from. No, I got this second hand somewhere. Can't remember where. I bought it somewhere. But I'm happy to have it because I got the Genshiken OVA at last, which I love that Genshiken, so yeah, happy to have that. Following on, we have Rumble Hearts, the Viridian Collection. That's the complete series from Funimation. This is one of those shows where I was completely under the wrong impression about what this show is. I initially had put it off as like just another ecchi show, when actually it's a romance shoujo series, and a pretty good one, like quite a mature one. I've heard. I haven't watched it yet, but from what I've read, it's actually a mature series in terms of its plot. Like I think is there fantastical elements in it, or is it just really high on drama? I think it's high on drama. Like, yeah, very melodramatic, I guess. But yeah, happy to have it. The art style isn't necessarily my thing, but as long as the story is good, then it should be alright. I know that Air, the TV series Air, had a similar art style, and I don't know if this is actually based on a visual novel, and maybe I got mixed up in believing the adult roots, maybe. Like the fact I thought it was sort of ecchi might have been because it was from an adult visual novel or something. I don't know, but as far as I'm aware, there is no ecchi stuff in it. If I am actually wrong about that, feel free to tell me. But I've heard good things about this. Like, yeah, a few people that I've watched where they do collection videos and stuff. Like recently, I think it was Melissa Books. I think I watched her anime collection overview, and she said that it was a good series. I think. I don't know. I think I'd already bought it at the time anyway. But yeah. Happy to have it as always. It's just another show that I'll get round to eventually. So, yeah, Rumbling Hearts. And another show. This one from Sentai Filmworks. This is Cluster Edge Parts 1 and Part 2. It's a complete 23 episode series plus the 3 episode OVA at the end. Basically a political driven. I don't know if it's mecha or just like some fantastical looking military series. I'm leaning towards the latter. I don't think there's any mecha. It's the only reason I think they might I'm thinking about mecha probably is because it's a samurai series. But yeah, these are subtitle only DVDs. This is one of those shows that isn't that highly rated, and I remember a lot of people being surprised that Sentai went out of their way to pick it up. Maybe they got it in a bundle, I don't know. But I've always liked the look of the sets themselves. I think I like the art style for the series, and just the general color palette on these releases. I think looks really nice. And like I said, I wasn't really going out of my way to get this, but I saw it going where I could get both volumes for I think they were £5 each, which is an absolute steal. Like £10 for a complete series, especially one that, while I haven't necessarily had my eye on per se, it's something that has always caught my attention if I've seen it going cheap, and £10 was very cheap, so I decided to pick it up. Don't know really much else about it, like I said, other than I think it's like a political driven military series. But yeah, Cluster Edge. Okay, so here we have a Viz Media release. I've got a couple actually in this video, but yeah. This is my next pickup of Bleach. This is part 6, which leaves me with just part 9, and then I have everything up to volume 16 of Bleach, or season 16 or whatever. Yeah, I've just been continuing, as I said, I have said in the past, like whenever I see these going cheap on eBay and they're ones I don't have, I put a bid on them, and every time I get them really cheap. I think I got this one for just £4, which these have had their price dropped on these subsequent volumes from like 5, I think it's like volume 6 actually, to like volume 10. They're like quite cheap anyway, but even the price I pay for this is half the price it would have cost me brand new, and it's in really good condition anyway. So yeah, really happy to pick this up. I don't know when I'm going to get around to watching all the Bleach. I know there's so much filler in it, even more so than Naruto, and the filler actually killed the show. Like, it literally, it got taken off the air because there's not enough people watching it anymore, because almost half this series is filler, and the Bount arc is, I can't even get through it. It's so terrible, especially after how amazing the first arc is. But eventually, hopefully I'll get to it, and I have the volumes to do so. So yeah, Bleach 6. Next we have a pretty overdue pickup, honestly. I've heard nothing but good things about this show, and one of my close friends is really into this show. She really likes it. So yeah, this is Tiger Bunny Set 1 and Set 2 on Blu Ray from Viz Media. We got fancy releases of this show out on Blu Ray in the UK, but I was able to get these way cheaper than those would have cost me, and yeah, these fit in the collection a bit nicer. So yeah, Tiger Bunny Set 1 and Set 2. As far as I'm aware, it's a show about like these guys that wear like these mechanized like superhero type outfits, I guess, and they go out into like the city, and I don't know if they're actually on a game show, or the way their like exploits, I guess, are televised makes it look like a game show, like they're like celebrities or something. I can't quite remember I've watched trailers for it, but right now it's slipping from my mind. But all I know is it's a very colourful, very well received show. Obviously, there's 2 movies for it. One that Viz have already put out, and the second movie coming out in the foreseeable future, I think. But yeah, I'm really happy to finally pick this up. I think it'll be a show I really like. I'm almost certain of that, and like I said, it's got really good reviews. So I'm really happy to finally pick it up. I got it for a really cheap price, just like Legrande. I got them like basically half price, buy one get one free. Okay, so next up is Knights of Cydonia. The clip I'm using, I've sped up to 2 times speed in order to make it shorter, so it might look a little bit weird, but yeah, that will help me get through the unboxing part of the video in the background that you're looking at a lot quicker, because there's a lot to the set. But yeah, I'm really happy to pick up Knights of Cydonia. I picked it up like a while ago basically, and unfortunately it came damaged, so I had to send it back. But I finally got my new one. It was a shame, because I'm really looking forward to watching this series. I'm not against CG animated shows. I like CG animation. I'm not totally against it. I don't want anime to go down CG all the time, like a permanent thing, but I don't mind it occasionally, like, because Japan does CG that basically the rest of the world doesn't do in terms of the animation style. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this. It's a sci-fi series. I like the look of the mecha. Like, I don't know if it's called the Cydonia or not, but it looks kind of like the Macross Valkyrie, which is kind of cool. So yeah, it looks like a cool series. I'm pretty sure I will enjoy it. A nice sci-fi series, and it comes with these cool posters and stuff. So yeah, this has basically been my pickups for the whole of May. I don't know, hopefully I'll be doing the June ones this month as well, and then we'll have everything done. I'll be fully up to date, which is great. So yeah, I've been Blaze, thanks for listening, and I will see you next time.